4th down and 6. Olbridge gotta have it. Shotgun formation. Nugent, a lot of time. Rolls out. He's running out of space. Will roll the other way. They look, corner of the end zone. Touchdown!
Rowan heading for the touchpad with the lead. And the props will take the men's 400-yard freestyle relay.
Andrews will be in shotgun. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He'll throw it down the left sideline. He's got a wide open receiver. He's got the touchdown.
Motion man is Simmons. Trotman throwing towards Simmons down the field, and he makes the catch in traffic for a Bearcats touchdown.
Back to pass, middle of the field. The catch is made by Britt. She's off to the races at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Britt is in for the score.
Back on in, here's Yoxon. Yoxon to the backhand, trying to go to the front, makes the move and shot, and he scores!
Gracie comes set and delivers. And that's it on the ground to second. Throw to first, in time, and the ball game is over. South Shore survives a late scare, and they are the 2024 New York State Little League Baseball champions.
Live from Great Kills Little League on Staten Island, New York, the PDF Sports Network brings you coverage of today's skills competition here at Great Kills Little League. Today we will have the Roadrunner competition, the Golden Arm competition, and of course, the Home Run Derby to conclude today's skill competition. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nicholas Pavona, joined alongside on the call today by my broadcast partner, Joe Foreman. Joe, the first 2 days of pool play have concluded so far in this New York State Little League Baseball Tournament Championship. Tomorrow we will resume pool play on the final day of pool play. And right now we have, so far, on one side of the bracket, 2 teams are already into the semifinals. On the other side of the bracket, one team is 2-0, 2 teams are 1-1, one team is 0-2, but all 4 teams are still alive going into the final day of pool play tomorrow.
Well, let's talk about the 2 teams that have already qualified for the semifinal round, Port Washington and White Plains Little League. Let's start with Port Washington. Their first win did not see them light the scoreboard up offensively, but they made the big plays when it mattered late in the game. They did just enough. They were aggressive on the bases. They found a way on, whether it was via walk, hit by pitch, whatever it took to get base runners. They manufactured runs in their 3-2 victory on day 1. And then yesterday, an all-time classic.
Yeah.
You don't see games like that very often. You and I now have been at this together for the last 3 or 4 years, 3 years here at the New York State Little League Baseball Championship, and we've never seen a finish quite like that one. An exhilarating game, a 10-9 win, huge moment for Port Washington. It really puts them at ease heading into the third day of pool play tomorrow, but they have to feel pretty good about where they are. I think if there's one area that they needed to improve in looking toward the back half of that game yesterday, they needed to hit a bit more.
Yeah.
Well, they did that and then some to close out the game.
Yeah, and you look at how that game went, Joe. You mentioned it. They were trailing 1-0 for the majority of that game. They then were down 3-0 going into the bottom half of the 5th. They scored 5 runs in that bottom of the 5th inning. Most of that production coming with 2 outs. That's a common theme we've been seeing so far in the tournament in the first 2 days. They then gave back the lead in the top half of the 6th inning, a 6-run 6 for Saugerties, but a 4-run deficit, Joe, was still just enough for Port Washington to come back. They put up another 5 spot in that bottom half of the 6th inning. They walk it off in the bottom of the 6th to win 10-9. Both of their wins in this tournament with 1 run. It's been a great tournament for Port Washington. They are now 2-0, and unfortunately on the other side of things, you look at the other side of the team for Saugerties. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but 2 one-run losses in this tournament, officially eliminating them from pool play.
Well, speaking of Saugerties, they were right there twice. They had a chance, second and third, nobody out in their first game, could not deliver late in that one, and ultimately yesterday, after holding the lead for much of the game, they gave it up, picked it up again, but we already spoke about what happened in the bottom half of that 6th inning, a walk-off win for Port Washington. But let's shift our focus to the other team that has already qualified for the semifinals in White Plains Little League. They've gotten tremendous pitching, they've gotten tremendous defense, and they've hit enough. A 1-0 win on day 1. On day 2, they put up 5 runs, but once again allowed just 1 in that game against Union Endicott. And their pitching so far has been phenomenal. perhaps their defense even better at times, especially a couple of days ago.
Yeah, and I think that's something that when we talked about it on the parade day with John Malone, that those were one of the teams that you were looking into to see how their pitching would translate from moving on from the sectionals here to this New York State Little League tournament. And it's done tremendous job so far. You mentioned it, the one run that they have allowed in 12 innings of pitching so far in the tournament. Those arms will get a little bit of a rest here today with the skills competition. They'll be back at it tomorrow. But as we already mentioned, they are already into the semifinals, so they can kind of rest a little bit in a sense tomorrow, not have to worry about it. Tomorrow realistically comes down to what team will go to 3-0 and have a little bit more of an advantage going into the semifinals upcoming on Thursday as well.
Let's talk about another team that's on the brink of qualifying. It would take quite a bit for them to miss out, especially given the offensive numbers they've put up. In fact, I'm not even sure it would be mathematically possible for South Shore to miss. It would be really tough if there is a mathematical possibility. We've abandoned crunching numbers. We'll let the pros do that and tell us. But either way, they've been tremendous so far. They've only allowed a couple of runs in their 2 games. Those both came yesterday against St. James Smithtown. That's a team that scored 11 on Sunday. So to hold them to just 2 has to feel pretty good. Adam Syed, a great start. Alex Torres, a great start. So they've gotten some really good pitching as well.
Yeah, and we saw what happened, Joe, going into those matchups. First matchup they had against Scotia Glenville, they dominated that game. Torres threw a shutout throughout the majority of that one. Adam Syed finished the last inning in a third of that one. And then Syed got the start in Game 2 of yesterday's pool play, and he was tremendous in that game as well. He pitched a shutout up until that 4th or 5th inning, I believe, got taken out. We saw at the end St. James Smithtown did get 2 runs on the board. So that's definitely big for them going into the final day of pool play. But as we all know, Joe, South Shore has been looking very strong so far in the tournament. We saw 7 runs on day 1, 8 runs yesterday, 15 runs they've scored so far to just the 2 runs that they have allowed. They've been pretty good. And then let's talk about the opponent that they faced yesterday in St. James Smithtown. An 11-1 victory on day 1 against Penfield. They did fall yesterday to that South Shore team, and now they go into tomorrow's matchup with a Scotia Glenville team that is down to their last chances in this one, Joe. They are 0-2. They are in must-win territory, and they might need South Shore as well to help them, considering that last game that we called yesterday was an also all-time classic when we saw Penfield hold on to beat Scotia Glenville.
Just barely, Nick, just barely, but they managed to win it 4-3, and throughout that game, they got tremendous pitching as well. We've talked about the pitching so much, but Jace Hoagie in that game, how good was he?
12 strikeouts in that game for Hoagie. An unbelievable performance. Had a chance to go for the CGSO. Got into some trouble in that 6th inning. Had to be taken out because of his pitch count. He went the over 85 limit, if I'm not mistaken. They had to go to the bullpen, and thankfully for Penfield, they were able to just hold on in that game. They gave up 3 runs in that 6th inning. The tying run was on base, but they got out of the jam, held on to that 1-run lead, and it's a big one because, as we mentioned, going into that game yesterday, Joe, if Penfield had lost yesterday, they would have been eliminated from pool play. They at least give themselves a shot now, but a very daunting task for them tomorrow when they take on South Shore. They'll need to win, and then, of course, we'll see what happens on the other side of that bracket with Scotia Glenville taking on St. James Smithtown.
Well, let's talk about that matchup between St. James Smithtown and Scotia Glenville. Obviously, that's a game that both of those teams need to win. South Shore already has 2 wins. Obviously, Scotia Glenville 0-2 has to win to keep their hopes alive. And is it mathematically possible for St. James Smithtown? Yes, but do you want it to get that far? That's the big question. They allowed in their first game, I believe, just the 1 run, 11-1.
Yes.
And then in their second game yesterday, they allowed 8 to South Shore. So they've allowed 9. Going off of memory here, because I don't have my scorecard, but Scotia Glenville on day 1, what was the final in their game? They lost 7-0, and then they lost yesterday.
They lost
4-3.
Yep.
So they've given up 10. That's pretty close. 10 runs and 9 runs. So. Yep. A lot of movement could happen there. We'll continue to monitor those runs allowed totals. We'll have a graphic ready for tomorrow.
And, of course, Penfield allowed the 11 on day 1, and then yesterday they allowed the 3.
Well, I think Penfield, again, not mathematically impossible,
right?
But I think they're looking to win.
Right.
Obviously.
They have to
obviously,
win, yes.
You're looking to win, but they have a win under their belt already. If you do end up with 3 teams, 1 and 2,
right,
then it would go to the run ratio.
Right.
And if you're Penfield already having allowed the 14, it would be tough. It would be tough. Is it even mathematically possible with the other two teams at 9 and 10 playing each other?
Yeah,
I'm no pro, but
again, it could depend on
if you're
also.
Penfield, win the game.
Right. And also keep in mind, depending on what happens in that Scotia-Glenville game and St. James Smithtown, depending on how many runs get scored in that game, that also is going to play a factor into Penfield's matchup. But as we know, Joe, those first two matchups on that side of the bracket, those will be the first two games that we cover here tomorrow at Great Kills. The other side of the bracket, as we know, has already been decided. Those will be the final two games that we cover tomorrow. But for that last game between the two teams that are still, are mathematically out, we did see last year an all-time classic between two teams that are mathematically out. Definitely want to tune in to see how that one finishes out.
All right, they're about to introduce the players ahead of our skills competition, so we'll throw it down to field level and public address for that. Nick and I back on headset when we get started.
From Section NYS Penfield. From Section 2 North, Scotia Glenville. From Section 2 South, Socrates. From Section 4 East, St. James Smithtown. From Section 4 West, Port Washington. From Section 3 North White Plains. And from Section 3 South, South Shore. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please direct your attention to the area of the pitcher's mound, and please give a warm welcome to District 24 Administrator Frank Cambria.
Thank you, thank you. Welcome everybody. Today is the New York State Skills Competitions for our Little League Division. This is a great day. This is a fun day. How many people are having fun so far? Let's hear it. Nice job, nice job. Yeah, this is a great day. I hope everybody's having a great time. This is a great tournament. I'd like to thank our state president, Danny Cavello, and the rest of his staff for granting us the opportunity to do this and make this the most greatest memories for your children and yourselves. So let's enjoy it. Let's have some fun. Today's about the skills, but let's get started. Please rise and take your hats off. We're going to start with our national anthem. Yeah, nothing greater than waking up in America, the greatest country in the world. Be thankful every day you get to be here and enjoy, and thank our military for all they do to protect us. All right, let's start out by bringing Luca Staten to recite the Little League Pledge. Give a nice round of applause.
I trust in God, I love my country and respect its laws. I play fair and strive to win, but win or lose, I'll always do my best.
Nice job, nice job. Now we'll draw one for the parents. Come out for the recite the Little League Pledge is Leo Spenta. Keep it all in the family right here. I will teach all children to play fair and do their best. I will positively support all managers, coaches, and players. I will respect the decisions of the umpires. I will praise a good effort despite the outcome of the game. Thank you, Lino and Luca. All right, we put this tournament together. Of course, he's got to meet him last time. Our tournament director, John Singari. Give him a nice round of applause. I'd like to thank Rob Pascal and his board of directors for putting together this great field and the hosting. And of course, all my ADAs. I have a few special ones here today. I want to thank Candace Graham, Pete Scalfani, Billy Finkel, Rob Riley, and Joe Messia. Thank you. All right, so today, like I said, this is the fun day. We put it in the middle of the tournament so you get a chance to regroup and have a good time and have some fun. That's what this is about, having fun, and that's what we're trying to do. Make friends, you get to see all new faces from places you might not get to see them, so they're all here in one. Later on, at 5:30, hopefully everybody will meet at the Staten Island Ferry Hooks, which is all the way down by the Staten Island Ferry, right there. And we'll be able to march on the field, and we'll get to see the game, and the kids will get to see some locker rooms and meet the players and get some autographs. So it should be a great day. Let's enjoy it, and thank you everybody for coming out. Lastly, I just want to go over what we're doing, the skills. There's 3 skills we're going to do. Everyone's participating in one event. We have the Road Runner, which is the fastest time around the bases. We have a Golden Arm, which is the most accurate throw from center field to hit a target over here. And then we finish off with the big finale, Home Run Derby. So it'll be a great day. So I don't want to hold you up. Let's get ready. We're going to do the Road Runner first. And let's have a great day. Enjoy! All right, first team up today will be Union Endicott. Get your road runners here. We'll put them right against the fence. All the road runners, come on down.
And we are back here from Great Kills Little League, where Joe, we just got in to see all the 8 teams that are participating this week in the New York State Little League Baseball Tournament. And in just a few short moments, we will have the Road Runner competition to see who is the fastest of these 8 teams. I believe they said Union Endicott will be the first team that will start today's Roadrunner competition. After the Roadrunner competition, it will be the Golden Arm competition. Then, of course, Joe, it's our favorite event. It's the Home Run Derby to conclude today's skill competition.
Well, Nick, last year's Home Run Derby was certainly one that we'll never forget. We don't get many chances to cover an event like that at any level, and you would never know that these kids are 11, 12 years old, given the mammoth shots we saw last year, so you won't want to miss that. But as a former youth baseball player yourself, not quite at this level for either of us, but how much in terms of bragging rights is on the line? Of course these kids want to win, family, friends, and every other player in this tournament watching, all of them gathering in the outfield to watch the Roadrunner competition specifically, but how much is on the line in terms of bragging rights?
Well, Joe, remember from that skills competition last year, Auburn Little League took the first 2 competitions going into that final Home Run Derby. It was Harrison's Noah Martinez, who you and I might remember had those mammoth home runs in the center field. He did not win this competition, but he was a big reason why they got to the final of that competition. They ended up winning the Home Run Derby, but if you look at it in a bragging rights perspective, it just goes a long way. Obviously, for some teams, pool play has gone good for you, has maybe not gone right for you. But getting these skill competitions certainly could put you in a better mood going into tomorrow's final day of pool play. And we'll see who gets those bragging rights at the end of today.
As you mentioned, Union Endicott up first, and as we spoke about in our lead-up to this skills competition, their bid to move on to the semifinals came to an end yesterday.
They're going to go. What?
Now, Joe, for these competitions, we always have to listen out who's going to be running and then what the time we have for each runner.
I'll stay nice and quiet
All right,
for you.
so let me go over the rules real fast. Everyone's going to get in the box. What I like is to do so he knows when to start. As soon as he takes his first step out, they're going to hit the stopwatch. They're going to go to each base. They have to hit the base. If you miss the base, runners, there's a 5-second penalty. So do not miss the base. Whatever you got to do, hit the base and run all the way around as fast as you can. And the minute you hit home plate, that is where the time's going to stop. Now, for you guys, the runners, when you're running down here, do not stop on home plate. Run right through it. Like we teach you. Your coaches all teach you that. Run right through the base, and that'll help you speed and keep you the fastest time. We are looking for the 3 fastest runners in New York State at this age level, and they will compete for the big trophy. There is one big trophy for each event, and let's hope one of you guys win that nicely. So who do we have up first, Travis? Who's up? Lucas Stenta. That's who's up first?
This is going to be Lucas Stenta, be the first one to run here and start out today's competition.
All right, Nick, we have the home plate view. We have the view between first and second, also covering the area between second and third. And then we'll bring it back home as the runner crosses the plate.
A different vantage point for us here in this perch over in right field this time around for center field. We can at least see the runner or the number of some of these players here today, except for a couple times last year. We weren't able to hear or see the number at some point, so we should be good this time around.
We're a bit closer. Definitely closer here and right than we were in center.
So as I mentioned, Lucas Stenta from Union Endicott will get things started. And we forgot to mention them as well, Joe, going into our pool play coverage. And they've also had a tough break in this tournament. Of course, that first game of the tournament, a rough 1-0 loss to White Plains in a game where error over at third base was the difference maker in that game on Sunday. And then, of course, yesterday, they went on to lose as well, ending their tournament hopes as well as Socrates. As there goes Stenta, and we are underway here in the Roadrunner competition. Of course, remember, folks, he has to step on every base. If he misses, it's a 5-second penalty.
In other words, Nick, a 5-second penalty is an elimination.
All right, I'm going to call out the times of every runner. This way everybody knows what's going on. That was 12:56. Great job.
12:56 for Lucas Stenta, so that is currently the time to beat.
In case it did not come over the microphone clearly before, they're looking for the 3 fastest times.
There goes the hat immediately, right, going towards first base. Running right now is Dante. Oh, no, it's not Dante Mikolajczyk. It's Adriano Stenta. Stenta gets in. Let's see what his time is.
That was Adriano Stenta, 13:82.
13:82.
Keep in mind as well, Joe, as they also mentioned, the top 3 times will make it towards the final. This is Trenton Berner now on the run. With the last name like Berner, let's see if he does have that speed. Looks to be a good time.
That was 12:78, and I believe a 5
He missed second base, Nick. I think they said he missed second base. What was the official time, Nick?
I heard 12:78, I thought.
I thought they pointed to second base, indicating he missed it. But perhaps not.
Might be right, though, because they're still discussing it.
Now up, Jack Wiseman.
He missed. He definitely missed second base. I just watched back.
Okay. Jack Wiseman will be the last runner for Union Endicott right here. How about the double play he made earlier in this tournament, Joe? A crucial one for this team, and he had a pretty good time.
11:85.
11:85. That is the time to beat.
You could tell that was a good time, Nick. You could just feel it when there's a bit of differential between the current top time and the next time
No, there is
at
a
hand.
I was going to say there's a little bit of a breeze here today, but maybe the breeze was coming from off the legs of Jack Wiseman right there.
Perhaps.
All right, next
He was
team,
flying around the
Penfield.
bases. Penfield up next.
First up,
Joe, we already spoke about how big of a win that was for Penfield yesterday. They saved their tournament hopes in that game, and now tomorrow they will take on South Shore, trying to keep their tournament hopes alive and move on to the semifinals. I believe the first runner we have is Anthony Chavari. That's indeed him. Pretty good time, it looks like, right there.
that was 12:06. Nice run.
I'll put him into the top three
Now
for
up,
sure.
Easton Sage.
Easton Sage will now run here.
The time you have to crack that top three is probably somewhere in the 11.5 to 11.75 range by the time all's said and done.
Sage, of course, got the save in yesterday's one-run win for Penfield. We'll see what his time is here.
12:39. Now up.
So that will put him into the top three. Chavari, Sage, and Wiseman right now are the top three. This is number 11, Patrick DePaula. We'll see what his time is right here.
12:58. Now up, Ben Baker.
Last runner for Penfield here will be Ben Baker. Right now, to get into the top three, he would need a under 12:39.
So, Nick, you have a choice.
That was
What song are you running to?
And last up
One more
is
time, Joe, the
Jay
question, because I was
Hogue.
listening to the time.
What song are you running to?
Oh. I'd have to think about it. Penfield
All right.
does have one more runner. It's a tough choice. It's
I'll
Jace
come back
Hoagie.
to you later.
Okay. We spoke about him, Joe, earlier. Jace Hoagie, huge reason why Penfield is still alive with the 12 Ks.
11:85.
And he is now tied for the best time right now with Jack Wiseman. What can't he do so far for this Penfield team?
Now
We haven't
up,
found anything yet.
Glenville. First up for Scotia's George Burmester.
I believe Scotia Glenville is the next team. And that is indeed the case. You can tell by the jerseys. One of our favorite uniforms we've seen here this week. George Burmaster is the first runner.
That was 12:07.
12:07.
Now up,
Just misses the top three cut.
Wilson Estacio.
Joe Anastasio now will run here. Well, I asked you the same question, Joe. It sounds like you have a song that you would choose.
No,
Oh, you don't have one? Okay.
I don't.
I thought by you asking it, you have one ready to go.
I'd have to think about it.
Okay. I promise I'll have one by the end of this competition.
Yeah, you know, it's something to think about.
12:64. Next up, Anthony Mazzone.
Anthony Mazzone now will come up to run. There goes the hat towards second base. So that bunch last year. I'm sure we're going to see a lot more here today.
If you make it home with the headwear, are you really trying?
No, I don't think you are.
No, I think you just have a hat that fits.
12:79. And last
12:79
up
from Mazzone.
is Kellen Arlett.
That's Kellen Arquette now, the last runner here for Scotia Glenville. They need a win tomorrow to keep their season going, and then they'll, of course, need some help. Depending on the run ratio, we'll see. Gets Scotia Glenville into the top 3.
That was 12:43.
Will not do it. So far, Joe, through the first 3 teams, right now the 3 runners we have are Jack Wiseman, Chavari, and Hoagie. Chavari and Hoagie from Penfield, Wiseman from Union Endicott.
We're still looking for a sub 11.85 for the top time, and I thought, based on what we've seen in the past, 11.5 to 11.75 is typically what gets you in that top 3. No one's gotten into that range yet.
Joe, try to make sure. Remember yesterday we had that issue with poor Washington and Saugerties with the jerseys.
Well, I'm glad you said we, but it was me.
I believe they said, I think we have a new time to beat. 11:65, I believe, was the time we just got. There goes the hat once again. Let's see what Lafferty gets here.
That was 12-12. They had a 5-second penalty. We had it.
Yeah, the 5-second penalty, missed one of the bases.
All right, now up, Grayson Poldakis.
Correction, Joe. See, I just made the mistake too. It is Saugerties. Those jerseys keep getting me.
They do have very similar colorways.
So just to point out, the first runner was Lucas Tiano. He right now has the time to beat. That was Marino, the last runner.
This was Grayson Pavlidakis.
Yep.
That was 12:78. All right, we're just correcting the name. We gave the wrong name before. All right, the player who went before was Cash Marino, and now we're going to have
All right, they had the wrong runner ahead of Pavlidakis. It was Cash Marino running ahead of Pavlidakis. They just corrected that over PA.
This is Deegan LaSousa here.
That was 12:63. And now we got Matthew Ursig.
Matthew Ursig will be the last runner for Saugerties here.
He wasted no time losing the hat. Didn't even make it to first base.
I think that's the second or third time we've seen a runner lose their hat before getting to first. It's a pretty good time.
Are you ready for this one? 11:25.
Wow.
You could tell, Joe, he lost the hat on the way to first, but you knew it right there that he had a pretty good time. He now has the time to beat.
That gives some credence to the mantra, if you don't lose your hat, are you really trying? Because he lost it before making it to first base.
So St. James Smith's out next. So let's, before we get the next team, Joe, let's look at the numbers once again for each team so far. The top 3 runners, technically 4. Ursig with 11.25, Tiano with 11.65, and then Hoagie from Penfield, 11.85, Wiseman from Union Endicott, 11.85.
That 11.25 is going to be tough to beat, Nick.
12:69.
11.25 is an excellent time.
Gary Rocco.
Gary Rocco, the second runner. Not sure if you picked up the first runner, Joe, the number.
Didn't.
Keep in mind, they don't have the number on the back of their shirts.
Yeah, I'm viewing it through the screen to make sure we get the camera switches.
That was 12:20.
Really need to turn the hotkeys on.
We do. We do.
Been doing this long enough now.
I believe they announced Hunter Falcone.
That was 11:83.
And just like that, we have now our next top 3 contestant.
By 2/100ths of a second.
That was 11:84.
Just missed it, Joe, by
Wow.
1/10 of a second.
1/100th.
1/100 of a second. I can't do my math. Those seconds get you.
Woo, 11:52.
And now we have a new top 3.
Now, did you get any of those names?
All right.
I barely heard over the
I didn't hear them
address.
announced.
Yeah.
Our first runner-up is Brandon Kine.
Well, I certainly heard that one.
Well, Kine was the hero yesterday.
Sure, we'll find out who that number is for SJS that's now into the top 3, 11:52.
That was 11:92. Now, Kevin DeFlanagan.
Flanagan now the runner here. I think also the top thing for us is listening out is we are right under, well, we should say we're on top of where the speakers are below us.
Speakers are extra loud today, Nick.
That was 11:72. Now up we have Will Kolb.
This is Will Kolb running.
That was 12:19. Now up Chris Tancredi.
Tancredi now.
There goes the hat.
Will it help him with a good time here?
That was 12:77. Now up Brandon Block.
Brandon Block. Took a little slide after he got
That
some more
was
tall.
12:58.
That'll do it for Port Washington.
If you don't slam into the paddock behind home plate after going through home, are you trying?
Are you really trying?
White Plains, come on down.
White Plains, the next team.
First up for White Plains is
It's all about effort, I
Leo
guess, at this point.
Carroll.
I believe they said Carroll is the first
Yes.
runner. This is the 7th team now to run. The last team will be South Shore.
Woo! I had a second check this one. 9.8.
9.8?
What? That might be the fastest time we've ever had.
That is certainly the fastest time we've ever had.
Carroll pitched a great game
I
yesterday.
knew it was
and
fast.
he ran that quick?
It was
Okay.
9.8.
Next up, Jack
Wow.
Delaney.
That is incredible. 9.
I hear people in right field saying there's no way.
9.8? I knew it was fast. Sub 10? Incredible.
Blazing speed from this White Plains team.
Is anyone going to challenge that?
12.33.
I don't know if it's possible, Joe.
But you said it, Nick. Complete game.
Feldman.
And then that. Wow.
So that will officially eliminate Tiano now from Socrates. Got the number of this next runner right here. That's Max Feldman. Feldman had a big hit yesterday for this White Plains team.
12.13.
For you to get into the top 3 right now, Joe, you need an 11.51.
Goldberg.
Goldberg is the next runner.
It's about to go fast. 12.32. And last up is Jake Van Thol.
Jake Van Thol will be the last runner here for White Plains. Saw him coming in relief yesterday. Helped White Plains get their victory over Union Endicott. Very good time.
That was 11.57.
Just missed getting into that top 3.
Yeah, that 9.8 threw a wrench into everything, Nick. I
Yep.
said probably between 11.5 and 11.75 is that range where you had a shot at top 3. Now you're going to have to be sub 11.51.
Yeah.
Joe Zarella.
Zarella will be the first runner for South Shore. I am still in amazement at that time we just got.
Yeah, I have it captured. We're going to watch it back after everyone runs.
And folks, when he does play it, he's not playing it in a fast replay. That is normal time.
I should have sped it up a little bit. Wow, that was faster than we thought.
Next up, AJ Eugenio.
AJ Eugenio.
One of the tricks they teach you, Nick, when putting together a highlight package for pro sports and really sports at any level, they tell you to speed it up just a bit. Make everyone look faster.
Yeah. Don't have to do it for that one.
Well, as I was looking at it, the camera became fixed up the first base line, so I apologize for that.
Eugenio just missed it right there, 11.6.
All right, last up we have is Anthony Arnone.
All right, so Anthony Arnone, the last runner here, Joe. If he gets an 11.51, loses the hat. If he gets it, he's into the top 3.
Losing the hat along the first base line is boded well already.
Yeah, it's been a good key so far for some of these runners.
Shed that extra weight.
And that was 11.86.
That will not do
Let's
it.
give all the runners a nice round of applause.
All right, Nick, here's a look at that 9.8 once again by Carroll.
Still need to get that number for SJS, who that last runner is.
All right, we're going to tally up the 3 fastest runners for New York State.
Let's get some Jeopardy music going, but there's Carroll and you.
All right, they are tabulating the times. Nick, are you ahead of them?
Well, we need to get that SJS number. I have the other 2.
Okay, so who are our 2?
Carroll is, of course, the top with 9.8. Urseg from Socrates with 11.25. And then the Mystery Man from SJS with 11.52. That's at least what I have.
All right, so when I thought about running songs,
Okay, you thought of this now?
oddly enough, I went to wrestling themes. I think Finn Balor's Demon theme
Okay.
for me.
For some reason, I was thinking of the Lenny Kravitz "Fly Away" song. Just try to fly away and go over the bases. That was the only song that I was thinking of as you asked me. And I was like, I can't think of another song right now.
Chase Saxon, 11.52.
Chase Saxon, that was who it was. I thought it would be him, Joe. I didn't want to guess it.
Matthew Urseg, 11.25. And the last runner to go will be the number 1 time for White Plains, Leo Carroll, 9.80. All right, guys.
We certainly have not had a time
Fastest time, so
that quick.
All out, you three.
So here we go.
As fast you can.
Now, does fastest time from the qualifying round get to choose whether they go first or last?
I think they're going in the order of
reverse order.
Yeah, it's reverse order. So Saxon is the first man here. And I think for the two first guys, Joe, they know what Carroll just did. They're going to have to get a really good time. And look at the slide. Saxon going all out on that one. What did he get?
I want to keep everybody in suspense.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
He jumped the gun a little bit.
What's the show I'm thinking of where they do that?
Matthew Ursay.
We get to wait for the time until all three runners have gone.
I remember my family used to watch Dancing with the Stars, and they would do the exact same thing where they would tell you the results after they went to commercial break. We will not go to commercial break. We will get you those results.
Or will we?
Or
YouTube might send you to a commercial break.
That's true. Tune into Boxcast.
That's
you won't
right.
have to deal with that.
Once again, for those who were tuning in via a mobile device on YouTube yesterday, there was a documented YouTube issue where ads pushed by YouTube were causing the live stream to crash. That is a YouTube issue. We confirmed on desktop that everything was working correctly.
Joe, look, here he goes again. Carroll is going insanely speed. And it's tougher when you're going that fast to hit the bases. It was one into the third base dugout. Did he beat his time for the first time?
We'll find out shortly. Suspense grows. Now, what song do they play here? They had the Jeopardy theme before.
I think you go right back to it now.
You got to have something even better. Maybe the Wheel of Fortune.
Well, they don't have anything.
Final puzzles little jingle they have in the background.
Well, I don't got anything going right now, Joe. We're just left in complete silence.
You can hear a pin drop.
Let me get out here.
The suspense.
Where's the trophy, John?
Oh, they're going to do it like this. They're going to bring the trophy out and then just award it to it. Okay.
Ah.
I like it like this, too.
Okay. Third place, third fastest runner in New York State goes to St. James. Chase
So Saxon was third.
11.74.
Saxon with an 11.74.
Goes down to Ursig and Carroll.
There you go, second place. Second fastest runner in New York State goes to Saugerty's Matthew Ursig.
Carroll gets the job done. 11.40 for Ursig. All right, Joe, now the suspense. Did Carroll beat his time?
Little League Division from White Plains, Leo Carroll. 10.80. Unbelievable.
10.8.
How did he run the bases in 9.8, Nick?
10.8. Let's just point out, 10.8 is also a top two time in this run.
100%. But here's that 9.8 again.
He had the top two runs of the entire competition, and his first run is by far, in the 3 years that we've covered this skills competition, the fastest time we've ever had.
So nice. We showed it twice.
You blink once, you might miss him go around the bases.
Leo Carroll, the winner of the Roadrunner competition. Coming up next will be our Golden Arm competition. And as they set that up, Nick, let's hear from some of our great sponsors. We'll throw it to a quick break. When we come back, they'll be all set to begin the Golden Arm contest.
Is going to be the Golden Arm. We're going to put out
Awards and Trophy Center is proud to sponsor this week's New York State Little League Championship. Located at 1600 Highland Boulevard on Staten Island, we pride ourselves in not only building trophies, but building relationships as we service our community and treat you like family. Your event and its achievements deserve the best. That's why Country Awards and Trophy Center is ready to work with all of our clients to make your event a memorable one, with awards, trophies, and gifts that make a lasting impression. Come see why we love our customers and they love us. Visit us today.
New York State Little League Championship is proud to have Dave & Buster's as a proud sponsor. Where are you going after the game? There's only one place with delicious food, ice-cold drinks, games on the big screen, and fun for the whole family. Food and drink specials are available all week, with the latest video games and the biggest arcade on the island. Redeem tokens for great prizes and come back often because Dave & Buster's is the place to be for game day and all the days in between. Turn on the fun with Dave & Buster's on Staten Island.
The Staten Island Ferry Hawks are proud to be a sponsor of this year's New York State Little League Championship because one championship organization deserves another. Come check out another amazing season with us at Staten Island University Hospital Community Ballpark with great ticket and group deals, theme nights, and fireworks displays. Good luck to all of our teams this week from your friends at the Staten Island Ferry Hawks. We'll see you at the game.
All right, we are back from Great Kills Little League for the skills competition. Leo Carroll just won the Roadrunner competition from White Plains, and now we are ready for the Golden Arm competition, where Joe, the fielders will throw a ball from the outfield in center field. There is a target behind home plate, which you'll see in just a moment, and there is the target at home plate. So here are the rules. Each contestant will have 3 throws from center field. A direct hit from center field without the ball bouncing in the infield will count as 3 points. A throw from center field that bounces on the infield and hits the target will count as 1 point. Any off-target throw will now count as a point. So 3 throws, 3 points for an on-target hit, 1 point for a bounce hit, and we'll see who gets to win this Golden Arm competition.
How did you like that target reveal from behind the graphic, Nick?
The suspense.
The suspense. That's
so much suspense today.
That's called showbiz, Nick. But we're excited to bring you the Golden Arm competition shortly. They are allowing players from all the teams to get warm in the outfield. And
Gotta
Nick,
get those arms ready.
I don't know this for a fact, but at some point soon after our faculty staff softball game 2 years ago, my right shoulder was not doing well.
Cooked.
And I'm cooked. I'm convinced it's because I did not warm up at all and then tried to throw from the wall to home plate in our softball field.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, it's not
My throw not only made it to the plate, it went over everything and into the dugout. So I had the arm.
Just not the accuracy.
Yeah, what would they call that? You know, the wooden arm?
I guess so.
The rubber arm?
The rubber arm.
All right, first up.
All right, we're just about set to get started.
Anytime I hear the word rubber now, I think of Gordon Ramsay at this point.
True. We are big fans of Hell's Kitchen.
We are big fans.
There may be a Photoshop or two floating out there of us in our black jackets.
There might be. Is it a black jacket or a white jacket?
Well, it's a white jacket, but they call it black jackets on
okay.
the show. What kind of Hell's Kitchen fan are you?
That's true. Here's the first throw. Just missed off target. I'm trying to see the number. South Shore is starting this competition.
I did not even hear them announce that we were beginning.
Here's the second throw. Did
On
that
the fly.
bounce? That was a three-pointer. Just over the target. That was John Iacono.
Next up for South Shore, A.J. Eugenio.
Eugenio now. So right now, 3 for Iacono.
All right, got it here. Christian Rivera.
It's Christian Rivera, not Eugenio. Goes Rivera's first throw. On a bounce. Just misses to the right. Just a little bit of a bounce right there.
He's working quickly out there, Nick, and he's not really stepping into it much.
He gets one right there.
Way to go.
Now, for those that don't see it on their screens in the outfield, there is a white line that the players cannot go past, so that is something to note of as well. This is Gavin Snell.
Watch out, John.
Yeah. Don't look away for 1 second when you're behind home plate. Here's Snell's second throw. This will be throw number 3. Final throw for Snell. And now a miss.
All right, next up is Andrew Ulo.
Andrew Ulo now. line.
Wow.
Right on target.
Holy cow.
So what would you think, Nick, if they cut an opening in the catcher's mitt for a 5-pointer?
I think that would certainly be the goldest of golden arms if that were to happen. If someone was to hit that. Just missed it on his last throw.
Okay.
So Ulo and Iacono with 3. And that is it for South Shore.
Next team up.
And it's the same thing, Joe, for this competition. Top 3 arms move on.
White Plains. White Plains is up. And we're going to start with
Just like
Jack
last year.
Mayer. Jack Mayer.
Jack Mayer will be the first thrower right here. Just like last year, Joe, it's the reverse order of the Roadrunner competition.
It's definitely an advantage to go last in that final round.
Here's Mayer's first throw. Did that
The
bounce?
three-pointer.
They gave him the 3-pointer. Mayer, we saw yesterday start behind the plate, and I mentioned it yesterday. You don't often see left-handed catchers behind the plate.
That's very true. A lot of the time you do see catchers hit left.
Right.
He was batting left, throwing left as well.
Yeah. And he'll finish with 3 points, but he is in the top 3 right now.
Okay, next up is Christopher Walsh.
When I was growing up in the mid-'90s and I started to play organized CYO baseball, I wanted to be a catcher for about 5 minutes.
How about that catch by John right there?
He was completely obstructed by the backdrop, so that one does not go down in the video record.
Did not phase him. And how about that throw? Walsh has got a good arm right now. That's been on target.
That was a dome shot off the catcher.
Can he do it again? Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
he did.
Three-pointer.
That's 6 right there for Walsh. He's in first.
And historically,
Now up
Nick,
is Liam
6 has been good enough for a spot in the finals
Yes, it has.
without exception.
So Olivera now will throw. That looks good. It is.
Three-pointer.
White Plains arm showing out. Just won the Roadrunner competition. Trying to win this one now. That's a 1-pointer right there.
1 point.
Joe, if he gets an on-target hit, he'll be in first. Got a chance. Just takes a bounce. He'll finish with 4.
5 is usually good enough. 4, you may get one competitor with 4 who makes it perhaps 2, but typically I'd say you get a couple of 5s
First player.
and a 4 as your top 3. A 6 is something we've seen very rarely, if we've ever seen it, Nick.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we have.
I don't think we have either. Jack Stone, the first thrower here for Port Washington, just misses. Comes throw number 2. Just a little bit to the right. One more chance here. At least gets a 3. We'll keep him in competition for now. That will not do it. Let's see who the next Port
All right,
Washington
next
is.
up is Xavier Lago.
Xavier Lago.
That's as big of a running start as we've seen.
Sometimes you need that running start to make some of these throws. Not easy.
Ooh, just missed. It's a bit more of a crow hop than a running start, I'd say. Correct myself.
Nice throw here from Lago. Right on target. He's got himself into the top 3.
Now up, Jack Lafferty.
Well, Joe, here's one of the competitors that we're expecting maybe could have a good golden arm.
Oh, we saw him.
Well, you saw it on that throw. He has the arm all right.
Yeah, he's got the rocket arm.
I need to step back a second to avoid it overthrowing. Does that count?
Almost knocked down the thing. 3-pointer.
I was going to say, does that count?
He hit the frame, but it does count.
Okay. Can he get into first with this last throw? He does tie.
3-pointer.
Kind of what we expected, Joe, after the throw we saw earlier this week.
That was always our picnic.
Tyler Pierce.
But we saw his arm on full display a couple of days ago. Picked up a big assist at the plate.
Be careful. This is Tyler Pierce. I mentioned there is a white line in center field. Cannot go over that line.
Pierce, an integral part of that rally yesterday for Port Washington. Pitched a couple of times, too.
He has.
Talk about rubber arm. Pitch a couple of games, come out here and launch the ball from center field.
Finished with 0 there. But, we talked about, some of the people we expected here in this Golden Arm competition to do well. It's going to be interesting to see who is going to be the favorite in the home run derby. We've only seen 1 home run hit so far in this entire tournament.
That's very true.
It's Lucas Costas, the first man here for St. James Smithtown. This is on the bounce. So Costas in relief yesterday against South Shore. Arm is certainly there. Can he get it on target to at least get himself on the board? Just a little bit to the left.
Okay, now up we have J.T. Borowski.
J.T. Borowski. Seen him behind the plate. Just missed it. Good catch right there by John. That's the time you saw him.
That one's on the video record.
I'd ask you for a replay later. Last throw here from Borowski, and another good catch. Flashing the leather behind the plate.
All right, now up is...
Get him out there. Let's see him throw. Then I'll be impressed.
I think Chase Saxon is the thrower here. Look out towards the scorer's table.
That's no way to endear yourself to the judges.
How did John snag that? That was on a bounce.
We're in the Golden Arm competition. He's showing off the Golden Glove. Here he comes. Oh, not that time.
All right, and last up for St. James is Andrew Barbado.
Barbado now, the last throw right here.
1 point.
It's a 1-pointer. You would need at least... Just missed it, so...
Oh, he threw that one from well behind the line.
Needs a 3-pointer here. Just a little bit too high. He'll finish with 1. I believe Saugerties will be the next team.
All right, next team up, Team Saugerties. All right, let's see who we got here. Cameron Puglisi.
Cameron Puglisi will be the first man to throw. Heads up again.
That didn't quite reach the judges.
Well, they're hoping it doesn't reach them. A couple of them reached them last year. You would have thought they maybe put a little bit of a net there. There it goes. I think that's got to count. Yeah, I was going to say that has to count.
All right, we got to replay that.
Did that happen at all? I knew it fell because of a throw last year. It fell because of the wind this time.
After this next throw, we're going to get another look.
Puglisi will get a 3-pointer.
Oh, wind's blowing again.
Oh, boy. I'm having to hold on to an overhang here to make sure it doesn't go into right field. Puglisi is on the board with 3.
That is incredible. Right as the ball arrived, too. Impeccable timing. You may see that once ever.
Teo Ford now.
Target still swaying in the breeze.
You need to put a sandbag on it at least to keep it close, not make it move. Goes the last throw. Ford, right to John. That will do it for Ford.
Okay, now we got Walter Mayone.
Walter Mayone. Great crowd here today. Great Kills Little League. Everyone supporting their representative teams. That one misses. Hey there. Uh-oh, here it goes again.
That time the breeze from the baseball took it down.
Yeah, I think they're going to need to put something on it before they can do the next throw. Or John will just put his foot on it. How much longer, though, can you really realistically put your foot on it, though, and try to avoid a hit from one of the balls thrown?
He's got a gold glove. He'll be good. That one almost left the complex.
Watch out, cars on that side.
Yeah. That's a high backstop.
Next up is Tristan Bosch.
That's what Tristan Bosch could do here. Gets on target here, at least puts himself into the top 3.
How many competitors do we have with 3 or more?
Well, I was going to say, with 3 or more, let's make that in a second. Bosch finished with 0. So we have Iacono and Ulo with 3 for South Shore. Mayer with 3 from White Plains. Walsh with 6. Solivera with 4. That's all from White Plains. Then we have Lago with 3. Lafferty with 6. That's from.
So you need at least 4 to be in the top 3. We have 2 6s and a 4.
Right, yeah, we need 4. Excuse me, that's what you need. Scotia Glenville now, the next team. Get you the player in just a moment. That's number 50. So that one just misses. There's Jamison Colbeth.
Got some work on the mound a couple days ago.
As you mentioned, Joe, you need at least a 4 right now to get into the top 3. Kept forgetting about that other 6.
Next up is
We've only seen a 6
Patno.
maybe once before today. I'm not sure we have seen it. I know we've seen a bunch of 5s.
Andrew Patinod now. How about the hit he had yesterday? No, Scotia Glenville did come up to lose in that game, but a huge hit with the bases loaded, nobody out. Got his team within 2 runs and kept them alive in that game.
The bottom of the order set the table, Nick, and then Pat Naud in the top of the lineup delivered. They came up just short in that rally.
And he gets it at least on target right there, a 3-pointer.
I am really in favor of that cutout in the middle.
Right. Now up we have Kellen.
Every once in a while, I think it would be hit.
I think it would, 100%. Kellen Arquette is who they announced. Nope, it was not. Kellen Keogh. And that's a 3-pointer.
I love the horn.
Good morning to anyone over here at Great Kills.
Yeah, really.
If you aren't up now, you're certainly up now.
That would be a rude awakening, I have to admit. As much as I love the horn.
Can you get a 4? Misses. Finish with 3.
All right, and now up Jackson Bowden.
Jackson Bowden now. Again, need a 4 to at least get into the top 3. Throw number 2. Nope, that was throw number 3.
I was going to let you figure that out for yourself.
It's
all right, though. You're the scorekeeper.
Put my head down for a second, trying to make sure who we have right now in our top 3.
Penfield.
Penfield is the next team.
First thrower.
So right now the top 3 is Solivera from
Graham.
White Plains, Walsh from White Plains, and Lafferty from Port Washington.
After this, Union Endicott, and that's it, correct?
Yes.
Got it.
This is right now Carter Graham throwing for Penfield. That's one more throw to go here. That'll do for Carter Graham.
All right, now up Vinny Sapere.
Vinny Sapir now. Right on target. Needs one more point to get himself into the top 3. Needs at least a 1 on this last throw. Just misses. He will finish with 3.
All right, now up we got Luke Gerselin.
Gerstlin now. Two more throws to go for him. As you mentioned, Union Endicott will be the last team to throw. They will have the home run derby afterwards. That will do it right there for Gerstlin.
All right, now we have Braden Eminem.
Braden Emery now. I believe will be the last throw for Penfield. On target.
That one came in hot, almost knocked down the banner. No wind required.
Can he get on to the top three? A little bit high on that one. Again, just needs one more point. He'll be into a tie for third place. He'll finish with 3 as well. So that'll do it for Penfield, and we're down to one team left. So if Union Endicott gets someone on, they'll have someone into the top 3. If not, we have our top 3 finalists afterwards.
First up,
a chance for White Plains, Joe, to potentially take the first 2 competitions of today's skills competition. First throw, I think hit the mound.
I think you're right.
I'll tell you, Mikolajchuk on that throw. He does get a point. Needs a 3-pointer here. That will not do it as he just misses it to the right.
Okay, now up we have Evan Bartlett.
Evan Bartlett now. That last bounce, it looked like cost them a point right there.
Just bounced high.
Back out.
No.
Took a bounce off the pole behind the backstop, and then hit the back of the target. As Bartlett will finish with a 0 there.
Luca Stenta.
Stenta now. Sorry, I'm just compete. Also gave the Little League pledge earlier. Again, you need a 4 to move on to the top 3. Stenta will not have a chance here. We'll see if he can get on the board. Good throw, and he does get a point.
And now up, Colin Rexer.
Colin Rexer now. So I'm in relief yesterday.
Well, you can tell he's a pitcher with that delivery, Nick. He threw that like a pitch from center field.
There's another one. So, Joe, with that last throw being off target, we have our top 3 finalists.
Who do we got?
All right, we'll give you the players in just a second. So we know from Port Washington it is Jack Lafferty. He is into the top 3. And then we have 2 players from White Plains. Those 2 players from White Plains will be Christopher Walsh and Liam Solivera. So we have our top 3 finalists. And as I mentioned before, White Plains, they have 2 chances to win this Golden Arm competition, and they can start the day 2-0 in the skills competition. Kind of what we saw last year here for 2024 when I believe it was Auburn that took the first 2 competitions.
We had 2 teammates face off in the Home Run Derby finals last year as well.
I believe that was from Harrison.
Harrison, yep. Malhotra and Martinez.
Martinez, of course, had those memorable home runs over center field that you and I kept describing as maybe 400-foot home runs.
Sure looked like it.
And I think the thing that we talked about it too was he was a left-handed hitter going into the tournament. He batted righty.
Well, he's right-handed. He was batting lefty once he was eliminated. So in the final round, Malhotra went 5 for 5.
Right.
So after Martinez failed to homer, he went back to hitting lefty.
Right.
We have in third place, White Plains, Liam Salavera. And then a tie for the top space, We got White Plains, Christopher Walsh with 6 points. And for Washington, Jack Lafferty with 6 points. And the first one up will be White Plains' Liam Solovera. This is for the trophy this round.
So here we go. This is for the trophy itself. Solovera will be the first thrower. Have to think it'll be Solovera, Lafferty, and then Walsh, considering there are 2 players from White Plains being the order. And Solovera does get himself 1 point. Now went off to the left, so we'll see how he finishes on this last throw. A high throw off target, so he finishes with 1.
All right, next up, from White Plains again.
It'll be Walsh.
Christopher Walsh.
So it'll be the 2 White Plains players target off. Walsh gave that one a ride for sure. Had 6 his first time around.
Makes it look effortless, Nick, and he is putting it over the target here, but he does not look like he's exerting very much effort on these throws. He's got a big arm.
And right now, Solovera is in the position to win. Lafferty just needs 2, and he wins this competition. Look at that arm, Joe.
Man.
Right, almost on target.
That is an outfielder's arm. You can absolutely tell.
Second throw from Lafferty.
Wow.
Misses. So here we go, Joe. Last throw. Needs 1 to at least extend it, 3 to win it. You see him taking his time. Here comes that last throw. And Solovera had 4 going in, and he wins the golden arm.
Well, I'll tell you, his teammates thought he had it right there. Lafferty's teammates are ready to leap in celebration, but it was not to be, and Solovera is your golden arm.
2 White Plains players, Joe, win the skills competition. Leo Carroll won the Roadrunner, and Liam Solovera wins the golden arm. And as we mentioned it, Solovera had the lowest score going into the final round. He had 4, Walsh and Lafferty had 6, and Solovera, believe it or not, wins the whole thing, and he only needed 1 point to do it.
And now he gets to pose. All 3 get to pose with the target. Hopefully it doesn't blow over again.
Congratulations.
Well, they could be standing on the leg of it, so maybe it won't fall this time.
Could be.
I think they are.
I like how they got a new canvas tarp for the target with this year's logo on it. I just thought that now.
A round of applause for these guys.
Upgrades here at Great Kills. And now, Joe, with that golden arm competition concluding, it's now time to have the home run derby. Now, as we mentioned, there's only been 1 home run hit in the derby. As we're gonna.
Was that last year's logo on the back?
I didn't see it.
I thought when they turned it around, it might have been last year's logo. I wonder if Joe Messia produced that banner.
Maybe.
He's been known to produce banners.
That could be the case.
We need a PDF banner up here on the balcony.
That's true.
With our website name.
We could, if we had a tent covering, we could use that for the tent covering.
I honestly think a banner that says PDF Sports Network right on the facing of this balcony would have been excellent.
Yeah.
Has the QR code for the YouTube and the Boxcast.
I'm certain if we're back here next year for the tournament.
It won't be here.
That's
Hopefully
true.
we're back, but it won't be here.
That's true.
While we have a minute, Nick, very quickly.
Right.
Speaking of Boxcast.
Yeah, speaking of Boxcast, that's right. Very quickly, we just want to let you know that you can enjoy the New York State Little League Baseball Championship all week long, completely free on YouTube. But if you grow tired of YouTube ads or you just want to support Great Kills Little League and the PDF Sports Network, you can purchase our premium pass over on Boxcast. Enjoy the entire week slate live and on demand, free of YouTube ads, and connect with Nick and I via the live chat, all for just $5. All proceeds from sales of our premium pass go toward Great Kills Little League and the PDF Sports Network. You can purchase an entire week of premium access for just $5 by visiting the link in the description of our YouTube videos or by scanning the QR code on your screen.
Swings. It's 5 swings.
It's derby time, Nick.
Well, Joe, I need to get ready for myself to man the camera for this home run derby.
All right, so what we're going to try and do, I'm going to put my headset down, Nick. I'm going to try and point our infield camera out to left field.
Okay.
That way you can take care of right field.
Okay. Now you'll have to tell me when you're done if I have the right angle for the right field camera. I'll try and see if I get a good look at it. I think we might be good where I'm at right now.
You get over here. You get in the cut. Your pitcher wants to warm up. Go warm up. So the union in the cut. What do we got for home runs?
We see some of the teams out in left center, right center, center field itself. Everyone getting ready to catch some of these home run potential balls. And we saw them having a good time last year trying to snag some of these catches down. Just a few short moments, we'll start the derby. We'll see what the order is for the derby itself. And Joe, while you put your headset on, are we good in right field in terms of angle?
All right, Nick, here's our view of left field. There's your view of right field. So I would say, Nick, maybe zoom out just a tad more so we get the area on the right of that flag.
Yeah, I remember.
I think that's the most I can zoom out on.
All right, so let's go like this.
Okay. And I guess if it were to come towards the corner, we'll move it a little bit.
Yep, you just track it to the corner.
Yep.
If we don't have any lefties, I'm not sure we're going to see one hit that way. That would be an impressive display of opposite field power.
Yeah, the only home run we've seen so far, Joe, came from Brandon Soul. So,
and is he our first batter?
He actually might be. Not on purpose, I said that. He is the first batter we're going to have in this derby.
I could tell by your voice inflection you hadn't yet realized he was in the
not.
box. Here we go. It's derby time. 5 swings per competitor.
Brandon Soul gets things started. That one fouled off behind. Soul from Union Endicott, so more than likely, Joe, will be the same order we had for the Roadrunner competition. Endicott started that one as well. That one's got a shot into left, but just falls right in front of the warning track.
Hey guys, please do not rob anybody of home runs. Please do not rob them.
Had to make an announcement of no robbery of home runs. Joe, we just saw that recently in the home run derby, the actual one.
Really?
For MLB, yep.
I have to admit, I did not watch a second of All-Star Weekend.
There was a home run robbery in the actual derby itself. Now, it didn't matter towards the end of that derby, but that did.
Did they credit the home run, though?
I think they did at the end of it. They originally didn't. I think at the end they did count it. It didn't matter at the end. As Soul drills that one off of the shed in center field. That's a home run.
Well, we're going to get a look at that, exactly where it hits on the shed. Let's see if I can even spot the ball in the replay.
Gio Gasconi.
It's in there somewhere. Let's get back to the plate here.
Gio Gasconi now will be the next batter.
Really tough being out in right field to gauge the exact direction that the ball is traveling off the bat of a right-handed hitter. But this ball, a screamer off the shed. I still can't find it on the replay, Nick. That's how hard he hit it.
Gasconi hits that one into center and just caught in front of the warning track.
All right, Nick, you're going to move the camera a bit more to the left.
Okay. To my left or well,
our left.
Yeah. Okay.
Towards center field. There you go. All right. That's good.
Okay.
Back to the plate.
Gasconi looking to get on the board here with a home run. Line drive. Nice catch in center field. Another line drive. Another good catch.
All right, Nick, until somebody hits it to right, zoom in center field.
Nolan Pellicano.
You You let me know how much I need to zoom in.
Now move it left. Keep going. More. More. Zoom in. Good. Perfect.
Now one hit into left. Trying to see the batter here for Union Endicott. Did not hear the announcement. I want to say that's Pelicano.
I'll tell you, Nick, tracking the ball is the one thing that's been easier from center field.
Mm-hmm. That is true. Right off of that cage.
Okay, great job, guys.
I think they were wondering how many
Next
swings he
team
had
up
left.
Is Penfield.
That was
guy up will be
Pelicano.
Max DiGiacomo.
Penfield will be the next team. So Sol right now has the lone home run. Still has the lone home run of this entire tournament. Let's see if Penfield can get themselves onto the board. They make the announcement of who the batter is first. Doing some warm-up tosses.
That's hard to do, wedging it in the backdrop.
Yeah. I don't think they made the announcement. I mean, if they did, I didn't hear it. Hit to right, but that will not be enough for a home run right there.
Still in the frame.
Into left center. I think this is Max DiGiacomo. I think I saw a 9 at the end of that jersey. Just missed on that one. That's indeed DiGiacomo at the plate. He's looking for the second 9 in that jersey. As a reminder, it's 5 swings for each batter that bats. Take as many pitches as they need. That will do it for DiGiacomo.
Okay, let's see. Next up is Mario Barberi.
Mario Barbieri now will come up to the plate. That one drilled in the center. Called out in center field. Joe, we talked about this last year. Not only is pressure on the hitter at the plate to try to get one of these home runs. That one's going to be hit foul, but it's got to be a lot of pressure as well on this coaching staff. They're trying to help their hitters get onto the board and try to help them win this competition as well.
You want to make these kids look as good as possible.
Yeah.
So when you're up there as a hitter, it's tempting to try and jump on one, but you got to wait for your perfect pitch as that skied on the infield. But as the thrower, you don't want to upset anybody.
Yeah. We had a couple of instances last year where the hitter almost got hit with the throw.
That is true. That's upsetting. That's certainly upsetting.
I think one of them I said to charge them out.
Really?
I think I did. A little fun with the coach. It's okay.
Talk about dissension.
That one drilled.
Oof. Screamer.
Okay.
Barbieri's day is done.
Colin Murray.
Colin Murray, the batter.
Colin Murray. So I believe it's 3 batters from each team as well. We saw 3 from Union Endicott. This is the 3rd hitter right here for Penfield, Colin Murray, as you mentioned. Trying to get Penfield on the board.
Did they announce already if they would do top 3, or is it one round?
I think it's top 3. At least I'm going based off what we did last year. Could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. We're trying to set up our camera, so I didn't really hear the full announcement on that. Was a pitching change as well for Penfield here in this at-bat.
I would guess that each hitter gets to choose their own pitcher.
Wonder how much pressure that is. When the player asks you, hey, can you throw me some pitches in the home run derby? Try to make me look good.
All right. Next team up is Scotia Glenville.
Scotia Glenville now will be the next team.
First batter is Jackson Quinn.
I believe Jackson Quinn is who they announced first.
Look where he's standing, Nick. Oh, he's timing up.
No, that's not to say that these are. No, there was no way.
I saw him swinging. I'm like, is this part of his swings? I didn't realize he was.
Those practice swings.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was taking his practice cuts and timing up his pitcher.
That would have been it.
I was baffled.
That would have been something if that was the case.
Keep in mind our perspective up the line. From here, it just looked like he was standing 5 feet out of the box.
Yeah. Hit a mile high into shallow center. White Plains has been very active today.
Now, there's no rule against robbing your fellow Little Leaguers in center field.
That's for sure. Definitely don't want to rob a home run. Cause some controversy if you do that. That one hit into center, long run, but just misses in front of that warning track in center field. That one's got a chance into left field. And again, just in front of the warning track.
Close.
He's right there on it.
He was on those last two.
I think he has one more swing left.
Hang on, we're going to judge's determination here on that one.
Determination on what?
They're doing a judge's determination on whether or not that was robbed.
The ruling is a home run.
What?
That ball wasn't near. Wait, what?
What?
Was that ball even near the? It was close, but not by that.
That wasn't close at all. Oh, boy.
I hear some cheers. I also hear some boos.
All right, you need to hit
that
one
one for sure, though, Joe, is a home run. No doubt on that one.
Nick, that could be big.
That could be the winner right there, potentially. I'd have to see, how did they count that as a home run?
I don't think we caught it in the replay. I thought for sure it was a clean catch. And
oh, boy, Joe, we got a left-handed hitter. Ian Krawinski.
Yeah, we didn't get it. I just thought it was a routine grab in the outfield by the time they went to a review. We were outside of the replay window, but everyone at home can watch.
I don't think that – I know they made the announcement about now robbing a home run. I still don't think that was a robbery whatsoever.
It certainly wasn't.
And how about this? Krawinski's going lefty on lefty.
All right, now up is Ian Krawinski.
He's got a shot on this one, Joe. Just missed. And we have to move our camera at any point towards a little bit more towards the right field corner. We will.
I think it's a bit easier when we're this close.
Yeah. I'll have to look back at the YouTube video on that home run.
It wasn't close, Nick.
I didn't think it was. It was near the warning track. I'll give him that.
It wasn't a bad swing, but it wasn't.
Not one where it was going to go over the fence.
Yeah, certainly not.
Heads up, Joe.
No, thank you.
Next guy up,
Krawinski is done.
Francis.
I think at best, Nick, it could have maybe hit the base of the fence. It was a line drive.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Logan Francis. I thought when they initially called time that they were calling time to see how many swings he had left.
So did I.
Well, I will say, is it really a home run derby if there's not some controversy involved? We saw controversy. I mean, you didn't see it in the derby this year. There was some controversy in that derby as well. There was the home run robbery. There, of course, also was Cal Raleigh winning a tiebreaker for distance. That one's got some distance, just misses. Cal Raleigh beat out Brent Rooker. I don't remember the exact distance, but it was by a couple of inches pretty much. And they awarded Raleigh the...
That's the tiebreaker?
That was the tiebreaker. They did not do a swing off. Everyone was giving an asterisk for him winning the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
How about that snag over at short? That one's got a shot, Joe. Goodbye, baseball.
Out of the frame, Nick. Off the top of the shed. That ball may have entered in the top right corner of the frame. That was a big shot.
Oh, that will get Francis into the top three for sure. That was a no-doubter.
All right, next team up, Socrates.
Socrates will be the next team.
All right. For Socrates, first one up will be Cam Lyons.
Cam Lyons, who, Joe, we saw a great pitching performance from him yesterday. Yeah, didn't they announce Socrates?
They did.
Okay. I saw a white plates hitter there.
All right. We got a studio review and a freeze frame on the catch for the home run.
Okay.
That was not a home run. Let's see. Is it,
right there?
yeah, that's it right there.
Oh, my goodness.
I need to see if I can share it. Let's see if I can get it downloaded.
Hey, listen, if you're the Scotia Glenville, faithful, you're not going to complain about it.
Yeah, it's hard to save. Let's try this.
Still waiting Cam Lyons first at bat. Throw some warm-up pitches. Mentioned Lyons had a great pitching performance yesterday in that game, that thriller between Socrates and Port Washington. Lost in that game. The final was 10-9, but Lyons had a shutout going. Had to be taken out because of pitch count. He hits that one foul. Almost a nice catch. Look out.
It's tough when you're a line drive hitter, and that's typically the kind of contact you look for as a batter.
Oh, that's gone, Joe. Back. Well gone.
Where did that land, Nick?
Over the shed.
Wow.
That was a no-doubter. Had to break out the Chris Berman voice. Ooh. That one's got a shot as well. That one is gone. No controversy there. Lyons has got 2 home runs.
Okay,
that last one, an absolute laser. The first one, a bomb over the tin can in center field.
Some fireworks now. So that brings up Bradley Longo. When we look at the size and stature of Lyons, Joe, you expect him to have that type of power.
And he's hit the ball hard more than once already in this tournament. That's what I was about to say. When you're a line drive hitter and you want to try and get under that ball a bit, yep. It takes some adjusting, and boy, did he adjust.
Lawson, remember, a game as well. Not only his pitching performance, he had a huge 2-run double in the 6th inning that started that 6-run 6 for Socrates. He tied the game at 5 at that point. They went on to take the lead 9-5 heading into the bottom half of the inning.
Yeah, that game, I still can't believe what we saw.
Roller coaster, as you mentioned.
It was a pitcher's duel for the first half to 2/3 of it, and then those offenses erupted in the final 2.5 innings.
As I mentioned, Bradley Longo now the batter. Two hitters with 2. 2 hitters with 1. Quinn and Francis from Scotia Glenville with only hit the left. Not enough. Quinn had 2, Francis with 1. Braden Soul from Union Endicott with 1, and Cam Lyons just had 2. So if you get 2, Joe, you'll be into the top 3.
That's typically the number you're shooting for in this opening round, but you just never know.
Longo's got a shot there, but I think it's going to just miss. just missed it. That one's got a shot again, but again, it's just another line drive. That will do it for Longo. Good swings, though, at the end.
In a game situation, those are the swings you're looking for.
Absolutely.
Not necessarily in the home run derby. Oh, my goodness.
What just happened? I was right.
Levi Hunter almost hit his pitcher in the head with the bat on a practice swing.
Ooh.
They walked out of the dugout side by side, and Hunter took a practice cut. He missed by inches. It was just outside of the frame, but that's no way to endear yourself to your pitcher.
No.
We had the Golden Arm competitors throwing toward the judges' table, and now you have a home run derby competitor taking a swing with his pitcher right next to him.
Not ideal.
No.
Not ideal. So it is Levi Hunter. And, of course, another lefty here. Let's see what he does in this one. Hunter's had some nice swings here this first 2 games. So had some relief appearances as well. So looking for his first pitch to swing at. Drilled it right back at the pitcher. What did the pitcher say to him that he almost hit him with the bat and then hit a line drive?
It's really close.
He's got a shot right there into right center off.
Oh, my goodness, Nick.
Missed it by a few inches.
Missed the camera by a few inches, Nick.
How close was it?
Too close.
Too close for comfort. You might have to tell those players to make sure they
rob it. Rob it. Climb the fence.
Has he got it right there?
Oof. Just missed.
The players even say, don't count that.
Next team up is St. James Smithtown.
St. James Smithtown, now the next team.
First up is Dominic Simonello.
Dominic Simonello will be the first batter. That's the only danger we have here in right, that we're not able to save the camera in center. We are pretty much in a, hoping that scenario that no ball gets near there.
Hope's not worth much.
There's the first swing from Simonello. Off the cage on swing number 2. Through halfway so far here in this derby. This is the 5th team competing right here in SJS. You have 2 hitters with 2 home runs, 2 hitters with 1 home run. So a top 3 has become a top 4.
James Santelli.
James Santelli now the next batter. Santelli, Joe, going with the no helmet, no hat here.
Yeah, if I have the option to hit without a helmet, I'm taking it.
Forgot who the hitter was last year. It might have been Cohen Ashby. He went front hat. I want hit into the left, but it looks like just going to miss. He went front hat, then he put the hat backwards, then he took the hat off, and then he put the hat back on. And just his 5 swings.
Yeah, I think in this situation, I'm probably just going no headwear, but a headband to keep the hair out of my face.
We'll miss it in right center. I believe Santelli has 2 more swings. That was his last one.
All right, and last up, Jeremy Katz.
Jeremy Katz will be the last hitter here for SJS. Of course, a huge game for them tomorrow is win and in for SJS if they can win their game. Laser right up the middle. That one is definitely gone. Goodbye. Off the shed. Cats on the board. Is that enough? That is enough. Over that left field wall. And we've got a three-way tie with 2 home runs.
The Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I heard that at the tail end. Jeremy Katz is now tied for first with Cam Lyons and Quinn of Scotia Glenville.
All right, next team up is going to be Port Washington.
Port Washington is next.
All right, first batter for Port Washington is Jonathan Bann.
Jonathan Bann will be the first batter. So I believe after this, we still have South Shore to hit and White Plains to hit.
I have a feeling I know who's hitting last, Nick.
I think I know where you're going with that.
Yeah. They had their own entrance music, too.
That's true. Three more swings here for Bann. Had some air on that one. Hopefully not too far in the...
Ooh. That sounded really bad.
Did that hit a car?
I thought it did.
I thought it maybe just missed.
I thought it went over that first row, but the noise did not sound good.
Now, is that Cal Kripcher there, Joe?
Yes.
Okay. So once again, if you're just joining us, you need 2 home runs to right now get yourself into the top 3. Jackson Quinn, Cam Lyons, and Jeremy Katz, all with 2. Katz and Lyons getting their second home runs respectively, Joe, the same exact way. Line drives down that left field line.
Yeah, and they were rocket shots off the bat. We've seen a few of those. And the typical variety of home run, we get the laser beams off the shed. Once in a while, you'll get one down the line. And then, other than that, you'll see the ones that land either on top or over the shed. There haven't been many, if any at all, down the right field line where we are. And I think today we're thankful for that.
Yeah, we'll certainly be grateful for that. I believe that was the second swing for Kripcher there. Looks like he has one more swing left.
Almost had our first hit batter.
Yeah, let's not do that. And that will do it for Kripcher. So one more hitter here for Port Washington.
All right, now up through Drew Theo Harris.
Andrew Theo Harris, or Drew Theo Harris, excuse me. We've seen a bunch of him so far, Joe, in pitching.
He's been a busy young man so far the first couple of days of the state championship. I think he'll get the chance to rest tomorrow, though.
Yes.
His team already short of a spot in the semifinal round.
They'll surely be resting tonight. They'll be at the Staten Ferry Hawks. Celebration of these great 8 teams here this week. Get to meet some of the players. Get some autographs, take in the game as well. Before coming back into action tomorrow here at Great Kills. Looks like he just got under on that one. I believe that was swing number 1. Didn't get the check to see it. One of the batters used the pencil bat that we've seen so far in the first 2 days.
I thought maybe we might see some custom bats today now. I would assume the answer is no, but can you use whatever bat you want in a home run derby?
I thought you could.
You can, even if it's not game legal?
Well, I think it has to be approved for you to use it. So
Well,
I don't
exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
Could you use a bat that's not game approved for the sake of putting on a show?
I think if you're the MLB, you might have to. You're trying to get viewers to watch the Derby.
I'd be all for it.
They want to see home runs.
Yeah, 100%. I'm with you.
I think the problem for MLB the last couple of years, especially for the All-Star Week, has been you're trying to get people to tune into to those events, and I think the best way to do it, I think the best thing they did this year is that after I'll make that point in a second. I believe they said Johnny Breeze is the first batter for White Plains. I think the best way you get people to watch the All-Star Game of the Derby is what they just did with the All-Star Game. If you didn't know, after the game, if the game ends after 9 innings in a tie, they do a home run derby afterwards. They take 3 batters from each league, and they get 3 swings. And whoever has the most home runs total from that team or that league wins the All-Star Game.
Well, Nick, we just went offline on Boxcast, so very quickly I have to get us set back up to start again. Okay. So you take it from here.
Breeze has swung twice already. Make that now 3. There's 2 more swings left. White Plains has won the first 2 competitions. Breeze has got a shot into right field. Off of the fence. Just missed a home run right there. He'll drill that one into center. And Breeze was mere inches away from a home run.
Now off Nick Napolitano.
Nick Napolitano now a bat. Another left-handed batter. Napolitano gives that one into left center. Shallow enough for the first. Swing number 2 is a liner. Just falls in front of that warning track. 3 swings to go. Make it now 2 swings to go. Getting drilled. He's got 1 swing left. That will do it.
All right. Fraylin Cruz.
So Fraylin Cruz will be the last batter for White Plains. And White Plains will have 3 lefties up in this home run derby. So Cruz yesterday hit a liner right into center for a base hit. One of the hardest hit balls we've seen so far hit these 2 days. Can he get himself into the home run derby with a hit? Lost that one for a second, but still in the field. That's his first swing right there. Swing number 2 will stay in the field as well. That one hit into deep right. Oh, it just missed at the wall.
Not by much.
That one again hit, this time into center, but not deep enough.
Good camera work, Nick.
Trying my best. I can't see the angle unless I look at the laptop. Cruz will be done. Missed a homer by just inches. And Joe is now down to South Shore. Last team competing.
Last year they had a lot going in terms of home runs. Still waiting for their first of the tournament. As you mentioned, Nick, just 1 home run between the 8 teams thus far in game.
Alex Torres will be the first batter. Torres with a great pitching performance on day 1. He's also had some very good at-bats so far for this South Shore team. One of the returning players from last year's team. Look at this, Joe. He had the hat and the headband on. He took both of them off.
Yeah, I'm keeping the headband personally, but the hat, definitely ditching the hat.
Ditch both of them. Here comes his first swing. The ball rested right on top of home plate until Torres knocked it away. Heads up.
Not my head.
You got a couple things blocking you, so you'll be fine. Torres, that one just misses.
Off the base of the center field wall. That pitch almost took down the backdrop.
Yep. I promise, Joe.
Oh.
It was close, but we were good.
Well, we got to look at it. You saw the ball whiz right through the frame.
Trust me, if it was closer, I would have made a play on it, but it was. I knew we were good.
I'm not going anywhere.
You're trapped. I think Torres has one more swing left. That will do it for Alex Torres, I believe.
All right, now off the South Shore, Joe Barone.
I believe they said Joseph Barone.
Yes.
As the case. So once again, if South Shore does not get a player with 2 home runs, we have our top 3 finalists. Need at least 2.
Hey guys, we got any balls out there? Any balls in the outfield?
They're going to try and retrieve some baseballs from the outfield.
Barone about to step into the plate, and here we go. South Shore faithful here in attendance, looking to see some fireworks from their team. Try to get themselves into the Home Run Derby competition. So Scorcher into right center. That one's got a shot into left. Ooh. Oh, just missed. 2 swings left. That's another thing, Joe. We've seen a couple of these baseballs hit that have been near inches away from home runs. That will do it for Barone.
A lot of swings that in game would be great, but need better than great to put it over the wall here at Great Kills today. And like I said before, it is a difficult adjustment. This is not something that these players are used to. I think that they've probably taken some practice before this. In terms of getting prepared for this, you know that at this age, and really at any age, it's cool to put one over the wall.
Of course.
But
Siracusa, the last batter here. After Siracusa, we will find out who our top 3 finalists are. He's got 3 swings left. He needs 2 home runs. That will not do it there. He has to hit a home run on his last 2 swings. That's got a shot, Joe. That's certainly a home run.
Long gone.
But that will do it for him. He'll finish with 1. So we have our top 3 finalists. Jackson Quinn from Scotia Glenville, Cam Lyons from Saugerties, and Jeremy Katz for St. James Smithtown.
And 2, 2, and 1, or all had 2?
All of them had 2.
All of them had 2.
A couple players with 1 home run, but not enough with the 3 players with 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll see what the order
is.
is.
We got 4 guys that hit solo homers, 1.
Did they say 4?
And we have 2 that hit 2. So the 2 that hit 2 will be in the final round, and we're going to have a playoff to get the 3rd player. Here we go. It's going to be 5
I think they
swings.
took that home run away, Joe.
All right.
They did.
We're going to start with
Rightfully so.
Union undercard. Brandon Soul, you're going to get 5 swings.
So how about that now? Soul, Siracusa are now back in, as well as Logan Francis. They'll have a shot. All right, so they did look back at that home run for Quinn. It was not a home run. So Brandon Soul, Jackson Quinn, Logan Francis, and Lucas Siracusa will each have a chance to move on. They all hit one home
So
run.
5 swings here. Let's go.
Once again,
Let's
5
get that
swings.
home run out, swing out.
So I would think, Nick, of course, the player with the most home runs would get in. If nobody hits one, none of them would get in. And if there's a tie, everyone would get in that ties. That would be my guess.
I believe so. First swing right there for Sol. It's a fly ball. That one given a good ride into center. Just misses. At any point it gets into right center, we have to hold our breath.
Yeah, I say our camera, yeah, right center.
Drilled in the left. I think he's got 2 swings left. Should be his last swing right here. First needs a pitch. He did not hit the dirt. And that will do it. That's one in the center. And he just missed it,
All
Joe.
right, now Alpha Scotia, Jackson Quinn.
So Sol finishes with 0. Now here's Jackson Quinn, who initially had the more controversial home run. But after the look over, he had 1 at least. He did hit another home run, though. So he'll have a chance to silence any doubt here in this swing off right here.
Well, had there been any controversy, I did have the screenshot of the catch saved. And as we suspected, it was well short.
Hits that one to left, but will not be enough. A scorcher right back to the cage. Two swings left. I'll take a time here to try to regroup. 2 more to go. Another scorcher. Down to his last swing right here. That will not do it.
All right,
Still waiting
Logan Francis.
for our first home run in this second qualifying round. Also dubbed the swing off. Is it a true swing off if it's the same format as round 1?
I think so, just because you're trying to break a tiebreaker, I guess. Scotia Glenville's not done, Joe. They have now Logan Francis coming up. Look out. Oh, my goodness. Looking towards the Scotia Glenville contingent in right field.
That's funny.
I think someone said, "Come on, Ricky, try to tell the pitcher, give him some good pitches to swing at." And then he almost hit him.
It's not only the young athletes who feel the pressure out there.
You see, Joe, he's kind of trying to give him a little bit of a hanger so he could get on. He was underneath on that one. I think he has 3 swings left. That one was a rope. Just a little bit more air on it. That one, another line drive, but not enough air, and he's got 1 more swing left. So, Joe, we're in that scenario. What do you do if they all finish with 0? Or if they
Nobody
all finish
advances
tied?
and you have 2 finalists.
Yeah.
What I would do is 5 swings max of the fastest player to hit a home run.
All right, last up.
It's up to Lucas Siracusa. Luca had to hit a home run on a second to last swing to stay alive in this competition. One hit into left. Call for the first out. Three more swings to go. That one was a liner. Just missed. Another line drive, and I think he has one more swing left. Looking for a good pitch to swing at. Does he have a chance here? Into center, but not enough.
All right, stay there.
One of the Port Washington outfielders tried to use the hat to make that grab.
Three swings.
So, Joe, they're doing three swings now.
We'll go backwards.
Now they're going to go backwards order. And I think he's got one for sure on that one. Goodbye, baseball.
That didn't take long.
Definitely did not. It puts pressure now on the other three hitters after him. If he can get two, that puts a really big amount of pressure on these last three. That's a great catch. Got one more swing here. That will do it. So he'll finish with one.
Logan Francis, come on up.
We'll have the back-to-back Scotia Glenville hitters. Logan Francis will be first. Once again, in the 5 swings, each hitter did not hit a home run. So now they've been given an additional 3. Lucas Siracusa just hit 1. So now for Francis, Quinn, and Sol, they need at least 1 to keep this going. If they are not able to get 1, Siracusa moves on. That one has a chance in the left center. Goodbye. Francis with 1 now. 2 swings to go.
All it took was a bit of added pressure.
Still waiting to get the pitch to hit at. Under on that one. 1 swing to go. Nice jumping catch from one of his teammates.
Okay, next up, Jackson Quinn.
I thought that was only a second swing. That's exactly what he's saying. He's got 1 more. To jump the gun.
Just a bit.
How fitting would it be if he hit a home run right here after they thought he was done? 1 swing to go. So from the mound itself. That will do it.
All right, we got 3 now. All right, Scotia, Jackson Quinn.
Jackson Quinn, the next batter. We saw last year one of the pitchers throw from the mound as well. Once again, you need 1 home run. That's got a shot into center. That's gone.
Hasta la vista, baby.
What soundboard do they have, Joe?
What is that, Terminator?
Yes. 1 more swing left. And another player with 1.
Wow.
So they all finished tied with 0. They're now currently all tied with 1. If Brandon Saul gets 2, he moves on. If he gets 1,
what do we do?
What do you do at that point? Do you put another 3 swings? I have no idea what they would do in that scenario. Do you think the judges are hoping he gets 3 or 2 home runs at least? Not that they're hoping for it, but
I don't know.
The tiebreakers are becoming.
Do we have a procedure if it happens again with a tie?
I don't know. Right now we have that scenario. We're in that scenario so far. That won't do it there. So if he were to move on to the final, he has to hit a home run in his next 2 swings. Does he have enough on that one into center? Just missed it. He has to hit a homer here to at least stay alive. And that will not do it. was close.
The high wall in right field's keeping that one in.
Down, Jackson Quinn.
And Joe, they're doing 3 more swings. I think they are at least. I think Syracuse is going to lead off again. That should be the case.
Hey guys, hold up, stop show. We got Jackson Quinn's up. Jackson Quinn. Jackson's up.
So they're going to let Quinn swing first.
Well, on the way backwards, Syracuse swung first.
Yeah.
3 swings.
I get that, but I don't know. Only because they just swung a couple minutes ago. Not even.
Yeah, true.
You figure I guess.
But they did have Syracuse swing 6 in a row.
That's true.
Or 8 in a row.
That's
it's 5
also
and then 3.
Gotta adjust myself over here, Joe. So here we go again. High drive into left center, not going to be enough.
Yeah, I didn't think that was close. Did move the camera on that one.
2 swings to go. Make that 1 more. The second tiebreaker. Should I say this is the 3rd tiebreaker, actually?
It's the 3rd, yeah.
Yeah, this is the 3rd tiebreaker.
And we've only eliminated 1 of 4 originally tied competitors.
So Quinn finishes with 0.
Okay, Logan Francis from Scotia.
We're about to get into Morse code territory, Joe. 100001 at this point.
Yeah.
Let's see what Logan Francis can do. That one looks like just will miss in right center. Now he's got 1 more swing left. We'll see if you're Lions and Cats right now, Joe. You're sitting down saying, hey, we got a lot of time. That's a home run. And the pressure is now on Lucas Syracuse.
Well, it looked like his coach was going for the chest bump there.
A little bit of miscommunication.
Yeah, there was some miscoordination on the celebration.
So here is the scenario, Joe. Syracuse hits 1. It's a 2-player swing off. If he hits 2, he moves on. Jackson Quinn has been eliminated. It's down to 2 players in this swing off, and then we'll get to the final 3.
Now, does it hurt you or help you that you're sitting in the dugout cold as one of the 2 finalists with 2 home runs
I think
in
it
the
hurts
opening
somewhat.
round?
You've been waiting a long time. That one's a mile high in the infield. Syracuse has 2 swings left. If he gets a home run on both swings, he moves on. And now, just to stay alive, he's got to hit a home run on this one. Can he keep going? Line drive, right center, not enough. Logan Francis moves on to the final 3.
All right.
And then there were 3. It took 3 tiebreakers, but we made it here.
Okay, now for the finals. 3 finalists. Going first will be Scotia's Logan Francis.
And they're letting Francis go first.
And last, Saugerties Karen Lions.
Now, was the order they announced them definitely the order of swings?
They're going by,
You get 10 swings.
I think they said Lions is going 2nd and Cass is going 3rd. I think that's what they announced.
10 swings.
I will say, though, if you are Francis, got to be a little bit tiring because you've been swinging a bunch these last couple of minutes. And now you have 10 swings here.
Comes down to, would you prefer to be well rested or much practiced? Because he's had quite a few swings already, as you said, Nick. A lot of them coming in the last couple of minutes.
We will start the final round of this home run derby. 10 swings, as Joe mentioned. So there will be no clean sweep this time around. White Plains took down the first 2 competitions. You have either a Scotia Glenville player winning, a Saugerties player winning, or a St. James Smithtown player winning. Joe, once we conclude today's Home Run Derby, we'll break down the matchups tomorrow as well before we sign off on today's broadcast. Pivotal matchups, especially on one side of the bracket. You know, 2 teams already in the semifinals. South Shore all but looks like a lock to be in just because of their run ratio. That last team is where we have to figure out who's going to be the last team in.
There's one way to recuperate, Nick. Take a bunch of pitches, give yourself some time. I'm not sure how much good it does in this weather. It's gotten hot.
Yeah, certainly has been the case. Thankfully for us, we are covered this time around. They say the sun is good for you. I think you and I would say otherwise.
Well, I wouldn't say otherwise.
For a different reason.
I'm about to go on a huge tangent, so I won't do it.
Yeah, just save it for yourself. Does that have enough? Almost another hat catch.
I'll put it this way. All other things taken care of, the sun is absolutely good for you and necessary.
As long as you don't get burned.
Well,
that goes without
the steps
saying.
you must take to avoid a sunburn, I will hold off on going through that during a home run derby.
Fritz is still in search of his first home run in this final round. How about that snag over in center on the hop?
Never made it into the view of our camera.
Try to see if we can move it over a little bit.
This is as much patience as I've seen.
Well, if you think of it as this too also, Joe, we just talked about him swinging a bunch this last couple of minutes. He has to take a couple off just because of, he might be a little bit tired because of how much he's had to swing.
Yeah, I said that before. If there's any way to recuperate, it's by taking a bunch. But there's a big collection of baseballs gathering around that backstop.
I think that was his last swing. That
okay,
was.
Now up, St. James, Smithtown, Jeremy Katz.
So it's Jeremy Katz, the next batter. Katz had 2 home runs his first time. As you mentioned, Joe, he's been waiting in the dugout for a very long time since he hit his second home run.
And, you know, we thought maybe that could be a disadvantage. On a day like this, I'd almost prefer to sit. Go out there fresh, knowing what you have to do in this final round. I think you'd prefer to go last. Wonder if they flipped for who went last. Because both hit 2 home runs.
But it could have been maybe the distance of Lions' home run. They center, maybe that's what they gave the tiebreaker as. It's the only thing I could think of.
If you're telling me that the tiebreaker is distance without any way to officially measure, that's a little shaky.
It is. I get it.
Ooh.
That has to be gone, Joe.
Moonshot.
Off the shed. I would have taken full responsibility if it was not gone. Right off the bat, you can tell. That one's gone too. Forget it. That one over the shed.
Well, if you're watching in super high def, you may have seen that one land on top of the tin can in center field.
That puts him at 2. That's going to put him maybe at 3. It will. Wow, it ricocheted right off of the pole. Make it number 4. Back, gone.
He's hitting them out of the frame, Nick. We need to go wider. Wow.
Put it on a show in the final round.
Yeah, I think the rest was what you wanted.
The rest was certainly what you wanted. Make it 5. Goodbye. He's going to have to reward his pitcher with some dinner tonight or something. Buy him a hat at the Ferry Hawks. That one looks like it just missed.
Yeah, I was going to say, take your pitcher out for a nice steak dinner, but I don't know if we're at the age yet where these players can afford that.
Is that just enough? Just misses. He'll finish with 5. How about that pressure, Joe, for Cam Lyons? He now has to hit 5 to tie, 6 to win. What a performance right there by Jeremy Katz. Towering fly balls hit into left, into center. And now for Lyons, 5 to tie, 6 to win. 10 swings to go. We spoke about it. Last year's Derby was a fun one to watch. Took a long way to get to this final round, but it has been a fun one to watch so far.
Well, things really picked up right there, Nick. And now Lyons is a tall task in front of him. We saw...
No pun intended for Lyons' size. Probably the tallest player in this entire tournament.
Yeah, I think so.
Has to be. But it certainly is a tall task. 5 to tie, 6 to win. Can he get the job done? And you'll see him take a couple pitches because he knows how much he has to hit. There's his first swing right there. 9 to go.
Yeah, you'd love to hit one on your first couple of swings, and there's 2 in the books already, but just to get going and avoid those thoughts creeping in of an offer.
Right now he has 7 swings to go. Make it now 6. So if he's going to win it, Joe, he has to hit a home run on each swing. Now he'll need to hit 5 in these last 6. That's definitely one. Goodbye. Oh, my goodness. Where did that one end up? That one's gone, too. Another one.
He got to work quick, Nick. Both of those baseballs over the tin can in center, and now the best he could do is tie.
He just hit that one off the cage, so you're right. All he can do now is tie. And that won't do it. Katz is going to win. His teammates were ready to celebrate. They have to wait till after it's over. Lyons is not going to win this one, Joe, but he certainly had the best distance of the day. He's got his third one right there.
Wow.
You can hear those off the shed in center.
Did he have enough on that one to end it? He does!
One short.
One short. Good distance on the last one, but it is Jeremy Katz of St. James Smithtown that wins the 2025 New York State Little League Baseball Tournament Home Run Derby. And Joe, we were treated to a great competition between these two finalists. Katz and Lyons putting on a show in the final 2. Katz with 5 in a row, I believe. Lyons made it very interesting towards the end, but falls just 1 home run shy of at least tying this derby and setting it to a swing-off.
It was an entertaining finale, Nick. Got off to a bit of a slow start. Nobody eclipsing the 2 home run mark in that opening round, but I think these players knew what it took. They're a lot smarter than perhaps I gave them credit for, maybe a bit smarter than me, because they saved those big swings for the finals. A combined 9 home runs between our last 2 competitors, and for Lyons, unfortunately, he comes up just 1 home run short. But it, once again, was a very entertaining home run derby.
Another entertaining derby for sure, Joe. And a great moment here for Katz. He's going to be awarded the trophy behind home, or in front of home plate, I should say. Not to be lost also. Great job by Logan Francis. Did not have a home run in the final round, but just to get to that final round the way he did was also a great performance by him. He had to go through 3 tiebreakers at the end just to get to the final round. He does indeed get to that final round, but it is Jeremy Katz of St. James Smithtown that gets the job done. He wins the 2025 Home Run Derby. And now, Joe, for him and his team tomorrow, huge game for St. James Smithtown tomorrow. They win their game. They move on to the semifinals.
All right, let's talk about the schedule tomorrow. It is a big, big game for Penfield tomorrow morning. They are 1-1. They are taking on 2-0 South Shore at 9 a.m. tomorrow. It is not win and in for Penfield, but if you're Penfield and you win that game, you give yourself a very good shot, pending the result of that St. James Smithtown Scotia Glenville game at 11:30. Scotia Glenville needs a South Shore win to stay alive. They may be eliminated entering their game at 11:30 if South Shore does not knock off Penfield. However, if they do, then Penfield would drop to 1-2, and Scotia Glenville would need to win the tiebreaker over St. James Smithtown and over Penfield by winning their game, and then it goes down to runs allowed. Our understanding, runs allowed divided by 6. We did it earlier. It was Penfield 14, St. James Smithtown 9, and Scotia Glenville 10, correct?
Yes.
All right, that's where we stand right now. There have been no games that have gone extra innings, no games that have gone less than 6 innings via mercy rule. However, I think there may have been games 5.5, so I don't know if that would factor in or not.
There has been.
Well, there have been games that have gone 5.5, but I don't know how that would factor in.
I see what you're saying. My apologies. Yes.
For runs allowed, it wouldn't matter because you're not batting, but then the team that lost, we'd have to work that out. But 14, 9, 10 are the numbers for Penfield, St. James Smithtown, and Scotia Glenville, respectively. That's how things are shaping up right now on the American side of the bracket. On the national side of the bracket, our finalists have already been decided. Those are White Plains and Port Washington. If my graphic is correct, actually, Nick, I think I only have the last 2 days of games here. I do. So I flipped it. It is the American bracket that's decided?
Yeah, it's.
Got it.
Yes.
American bracket decided. National bracket hangs in the balance tomorrow morning. And then in the American pool, to close things at the end of the day, Port Washington takes on White Plains in a game that will determine who wins that American pool. And then a pair of 0-2 teams will meet at 4:30 when Union Endicott takes on Saugerties.
And any indication if that last game, watch the last game we had last year at the tournament, the extra inning thriller between North Shore and EGC. Great game we had to end our pool play last year. We'll see if we have another good one tomorrow in our final game as well. But Joe, great day here, the skills competition here at Great Kills. We'll be back here tomorrow for first pitch. As you mentioned, South Shore takes on Penfield in the first game of pool play. That game will be at 9 a.m. But until then, this has been Nicholas Pavone alongside my broadcast partner Joe Foreman for the New York State Little League Baseball Tournament Championship. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning here at Great Kills Little League, only on the PDF Sports Network.